It's a when life moment, cause life fucking sucks.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, trans and
You can just say they, them,
non-binary
right?
people.
You don't have to
too.
really specify it.
But this is podcast. We include all of you guys. but this time, as you can see, we have me and
I'm on I'm on the other side.
oh,
Hey, me, I got face cam. Let's go. So I took my phone. Yeah, that's
what I'm seeing from the face cam. Yeah, but like, question though, why mask in house?
Okay.
Stupid.
So I do shaving, but I decide why shave properly when you can shave yourself and cut yourself at the same time. You know, to answer that age-old question, I decided to cut myself shaving like in 6-7 places, and I still have band-aids and stuff, and I don't want to show that yet. So that's why I mask.
So you decided to have fun, but not show the fun.
Okay. Yes, exactly.
I see.
It wasn't intentional. Okay, all right, I'm not suicidal or anything. Don't get any ideas.
Sure, you're not.
Oh, technical issues.
We're gonna. Oh, what happened?
You went through the matrix for a second there.
Well, you see, I know one or two things about Matrix myself, but we're gonna.
All right, would you like?
Oh yeah, we're life moment, and what do we do? What are we doing right now?
We're doing toxic friendships and relationships and how you get out of them and shit. You know, why deal with that shit? Think about it.
Yeah. Why deal with that when you can avoid?
Yeah. Have you had like any toxic friendships?
Well, me.
Yeah. Start us off.
Toxic friendships. Well, me, I just kind of avoid friendships in the first place, so I kind of
we're not
have that problem. Okay, listen. Okay. With people that are bad, I just remove myself to bad people, so I don't have trouble. You know.
So you don't even engage with them ever.
Usually, I don't vibe with the people that do that. I engage and I don't like them, so I just move away in the first place. So I don't get guilty. I don't. So you just know. What about you, man? How's your experience with friends and relationships?
Not good.
That are bad.
With friends,
yeah.
I think when I was like, I've always, it's something like, you know, those people who are snakes. Like they'll be nice to you 1 second, and then after you get to know them, they'll start showing their true colors. Yeah, that's where my experience lies for the most part. Most people I've kind of associated myself with seem nice at first, but then over time, once you get to know them, they're like real.
Maybe wanting to.
They do. They actually.
You know, my theory is they probably got bored of you and just want to move to other people, but they do it in
I also feel
the worst way possible.
Because like me and you, we have one thing in common, right? Yeah, we both like honesty with stuff like this, right?
We're both boring,
we also like honesty. Think about it. Like we've talked about this in the past, and like if I'm in a relationship with someone and they don't want me, I would rather have them tell me they don't want me rather than beat around the bush and then have me find out. That would hurt me more. If they just told me, it would just be let's get done. I would respect you more for that, you know, rather than me having to find out later. So I think that experience is like kind of, I guess, important for me, that you have to be honest with me. And like with the toxic friends, what they'll try to do is, like you said, they get bored, right? And once they get bored, they're gonna try to be as mean and impossible with you, so you basically push them out.
Yes. Well, like, what was I gonna say? Well, with people like that, I don't know why, but they do them and try to like convince to their new friends or their other friends that we're in the bad, but then their new friends also believe them, even though we have proof, which is kind of weird, which tells us about kind of a little bit about people. I guess they believe more about their friends instead of actual facts.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think people are like that. They do be like that sometimes.
People are SMH.
I think like in the last episode we talked about like elementary school, middle school, and high school, right? Would you have you had like Which stage of your life did you see the worst people in? I would say high school for me.
Okay. I would say high school, not probably because I only remember my high school life, but that's about it. Yeah, because I know how people are in high school, I guess.
Yeah,
What about you, man? How was your experience? How was your bad experiences
I think
that you
middle
told
school
me
is
that
probably
you had?
worst. Middle school is
Middle
probably the
school?
worst. Yeah, high school is not that good because I didn't really
How is
socialize
it
much in
bad?
high school with the
Okay.
people in my thing. So because I after middle school I just decided to close myself. But
Because you
in
got the
yeah, I
old.
got yeah. So
Uh,
what happened in middle school was what I used to do was that basically these guys who also used to game and stuff. Actually, this was a funny story that happened. Not funny, but it's kind of sad if you think about it.
okay.
These guys in my grade,
Okay.
they
Which one
all
is it?
played they all played instruments, right? And they had an idea to make like a YouTube channel where they're gonna upload song covers. That was the plan. So at that time I was like doing a lot of film stuff, like shooting, editing, and all that. So they were like, "You want to help?" I also used to write. So they said, "If you want to write original stuff," right? I didn't do that yet, but for the editing part, they called me and I was their editor, and it was like a student project we were gonna do. I remember I showed up to their house. We played soccer, and then we ate, and then we just messed around for a bit, and then we got to the part. I did my job, right? I got the shit I needed for them. Like I
Yeah.
made them an intro. I helped them record the music, and then the day of putting the song on YouTube comes up, and they don't mention my name anywhere. And then the guy who it was my idea
Bruh.
actually. The whole thing was my idea, but this guy took over, and I was like, he knows more about instruments than me, so it's fine. And then he called me and he says they're kicking me out, and I was like, what? You just took my shit and you're
Okay.
now removing me. So I said, at least give it back, and he said, you know what? We're not gonna do that. So I didn't get it back
that is
either.
Pretty bad. 'cause
Yeah,
Editing is a lot of work.
it's honestly I
can
didn't
tell
spend
you
that much work
agree.
on the stuff, but I still made it. It was my thing, and I kind of
Well, if you ask anyone else to edit, they would take a
yeah,
year
100%.
to
Yeah,
know what you did or like did what you did.
yeah. I
So
was kind
it's,
of working
I
in
mean,
that
if you learn it, it'll
area
be
more.
easy. But like,
Yeah, true.
yes,
But during that time, I was like really
that's not.
like working on that. Like I used to I used to watch like a lot of YouTube videos and stuff on how to learn Photoshop, all that, because I thought it was actually kind of useful for me, because I was really into like the graphic design shit.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Until
fun. It was fun until this
your shit
happened.
sucks.
Single channel RAM is
Oh,
the
that
death
too,
of
yeah.
everything. All right. When I did that, I didn't
You
even
don't
have
want that.
I didn't even have a graphics card in my computer. I used to use integrated graphics.
So you just wait. Does I was gonna say Nvidia, but what rate?
Intel.
What's your
It was
processor again?
I have Ryzen right now, but
Oh,
my older computer was Intel
it's the
i7.
older.
Intel
Okay,
i7
fair enough, yeah.
8th generation. It didn't have a GPU, and that's where I used to do most of my work without a GPU in it. So,
I mean, Intel processing is pretty okay.
but it was
I
an
think,
i7 8th
even
generation. For
integrated.
those who don't really know much about computers, that's basically like getting a sports car
That's
but removing
really-
its wheels.
Well, yeah. But anyways, getting off topic here. But like, what? That doesn't seem too bad though. Like,
I mean,
you
yeah,
just
it
made
doesn't
an
at
edit
first,
and they
but the
just
thing is that
discarded it.
at that time, I kind of didn't have any friends in middle school. So when these guys approached me with
Oh.
that, I was like, oh, wow, maybe we're going to be friends with them, I thought it was going to be something unique. And I was really disappointed the way that happened.
Yeah.
I think after that, I never spoke to them for like a while. I mean, in high school, I kind of had one or two words, but I didn't really like talking to them that much. I just stayed away from them
then-
as much as I could.
Which is what you should do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people stick to those
Yeah,
bad
true.
people. They're just like,
And then after middle school, my
yeah,
life
they
just
don't
got
give
worse.
the same quality back to you. Why?
My mom
What happened?
decided to join my school as the school counselor.
Oh yeah, you told me
Yeah,
about
right.
that.
So
And then
my mom is
social
basically the person everyone goes to when they want to snitch on someone. So now, anytime someone gets snitched on, all the kids assume I'm the one telling my mom because I'm a student, and she's like, "Oh, of course he's the one telling them." And I started I became like an outcast in a way in my thing. There were a
Yeah.
few kids who didn't see me for this. Like I'm still friends with this one guy who has the same interests as me. But like other than that one guy and everyone else, they pretty much hated me because they thought I was telling my mom everything that all the naughty shit that the kids were doing, and that kind of really pushed me
And
out
did
of the
they
social
even
circle.
ask you
They
at
didn't.
all?
That's the stupid part, bro. No one ever came to question me this. And actually, right. This was recent, by the way. Like a few months ago, I was talking to one of my high school friends, this girl, and I told her that I know no one in our class likes me. And she said, "Why do you think that is?" And I said, "Because they think I'm snitching." And she was like, "You're absolutely right. They do think you're snitching." Well, did they even ask me?
Yeah.
Because my mom barely asks me what goes on in my class. She finds out herself. I have nothing to do with that. You know. You don't have to associate me with
Yeah,
it.
it's funny because I mean, to be honest, if I was one of your like classmates and heard that, I would probably believe that, but I would definitely ask because I'm
I mean,
not
I'm not
just
saying it's
stupid.
not believable
Fact
because it
checking is
is.
what you should do
Yeah,
in
I
the
think if they
internet
would have
and
checked
like
with me, yeah, if they would
yeah,
have just
it's
checked with me, I would have been
because
better.
you live in the same house.
Yeah. Also,
But
everyone
because
look
it is
like
believable.
the IV Chem logo.
But like, the fact that only like is high quality, bro. It's fine. Just ignore that. No one sees it. You don't see it, guys. You just don't.
Close
You
your
don't
eyes.
see anything. Anyways, close your eyes. Yeah. Yeah. It's just really bad. Even just one person didn't care
Yeah.
about that.
I mean, if they would have
Just
just checked with me, I mean, I'm not saying that the accusations were like not. I'm not calling them stupid or anything. They were pretty. I mean, if you think about it, it does make sense because I'm not. She is my mom. I'm
it
probably
makes
gonna tell
sense.
her the things. I didn't. That's different. But I probably would have. You know, if I was someone else, I guess I would assume why you would come up with that. But if you would have checked with me, you know,
But
you
no
would have
one,
found out. Yeah, I didn't
no
snitch
one
on
did
anything.
ask anything at all.
Like you say
They
all
just
the
like
time, didn't
removed you
ask.
from any type of friend group.
I mean, it's not that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not like super happy I was removed, but I'm not like super sad either because they're all
Yeah,
fucking
because
piece of
like
shits.
they probably don't want to talk about them to them anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, I
School
probably wouldn't
friends.
have had like any relationships with them, even as friends or anything more than that ever. If because we just don't share the similar taste, everything is like far apart.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, even now, people are still calling me weeb because of my profile picture. It's like, bruh. Even though I don't watch that much anime.
I
It's
don't either.
it's not that bad though.
Another
It's
thing was anime.
preferences.
So
But
actually, yeah, honestly, for me, growing up, I had like a more like I had more exposure to like all the movies and stuff. And when I was like younger, I had like pretty good English for someone my age because I used to watch movies. My mom used to read to me and like that kind of stuff. So it just kind of became like a part of me. Like it's kind of easy. It was easy for me compared to other kids. So they just kind of assumed I was
yeah.
better than them. Like I was trying to show off, say that I was better than them.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that also didn't help for like a pretty long while. And I think in
Yeah, I don't know.
it was in like middle school, high school when I started watching like more like when I started watching anime and shit. I don't watch too much of it, but like I started a little bit with like, of course, Death Note and stuff. And that's when around the time I finished it, other kids in my school just started it, and they were like, "Oh, you know about this?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I've seen it." And I saw it like recently. They'll be like, "Oh, you seen it? You've seen it before me? Oh, you think you're better than me? Yeah, that's what you think, piece of shit."
What? Bro, that doesn't make sense.
It
That's
doesn't
such
make
like
any
a
sense.
childish thing to say. It's
And
stupid.
this happened in high school, by the way. This happened in high school. So you're talking about a high schooler who says that if you watch a show before him, you're basically stupid. How do you even get to that conclusion?
And
But
most
yeah.
teens that are in high school say they're like an adult that can do life and
Yeah, and then
says that
they pull shit
also.
like this. Yeah. I
Bro,
mean, in my
doesn't make
opinion,
sense.
like if you see something and you talk this, first of all, they're the ones who approached me about it. They're the ones who asked me, did you watch this? Why would you do that just to shit on me for watching it before you? That at that point you're just picking on me. Like, you have like no actual purpose,
And
you know?
watching it before anyone else doesn't mean you're better. That's just
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything, actually. It's just a show. I'm not trying to say I'm better than anyone or anything.
Oh yeah, I don't have any life. I have watched all the shows.
Yeah, definitely. And then
Doesn't look better.
and then before the pandemic, like after my 11th grade ended, I decided to come on Discord. I was more active on here, and I was making more friends here than I ever would have, because a lot of people were like me, and people liked me for who I am. I didn't have to worry about my school. And then I found these guys who were like, I was 17 at the time. I was 16 at the time when I made friends with these guys. They were 14. and we used to hang out. Like we met on this other Discord server called Chill Corner. I don't know what happened there, but
I think I've been there before.
yeah, it's pretty big. The
Yeah,
owner is a
well,
piece of shit though. Yeah, the owner is yeah.
what he do? What he doing?
He's like if you ask to get banned, he's gonna ban you. That kind of stuff. If you call him something, call him a name. If you say poo poo head owner, then he's gonna ban you. That kind of guy. Doesn't take criticism.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah. So I met these guys there. I don't want to name any names, but I met this one guy there. Me and him were like really close friends. Well, we are no longer friends anymore, but we were close friends. I joined. He invited me basically to their friend group, and from 2019 to like last month or so, or last one and a half months, I was friends with them from the entire time, and we were really close. Like we used to play games all the time. We used to talk. I showed them movies. We used to watch movies. We hung out a lot. And recently, like out of nowhere, they started like becoming toxic all of a sudden. Like towards the later part of our friendship, like they started showing their true colors, I guess. And I should have probably taken that as a red flag, but I didn't because I'm me. I kind of just was like, huh, that's right. You know, what's the worst that could happen? So I just held in, and then eventually one of them just flat out accused me of being a pedophile. I don't know how you go from there to there, but that happened. I proved myself innocent, and after that part, I just decided, you know, that I think it's best if I just cut them out. I don't really need to engage with them.
Yeah, you were blind because I mean you've been with them for a long time, so that probably like.
It's the thing is, we used to joke. You know when you're friends with someone, like you joke around with them and shit, like jokingly insult them. It started off with that, but then it started getting worse. So like one of my friends, he passed away due to suicide, and when I told these guys this, one of them said, "Oh, I think it's a skill issue." Why would you say that? There's why would you say something like that? And then over time it just started getting worse and worse, like everything. And then one day, like I just decided, you know, Μෙρζα was there with me, and I was like talking about it, and we were there with this other guy, and I just decided, you know what, I don't need to take this shit anymore. So I unfriended them all, and I left the group, and I haven't spoken to them since. It's been like a month or so, and I'm genuinely happier than I would have been staying with them. But yeah, if you notice, I mean, it's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. Actually, no. For meeting you was probably one of the biggest mistakes of my life, I would say. Like second, next to being blind. No, I'm joking. But like genuinely speaking, like yeah, I'm glad. Like because so far, like things have been going great. You know, but I've met better people now.
I've heard when you meet like your older friends on Discord, they say you change and whatnot.
I don't understand that.
Well, like even though you just don't make bad jokes.
Yeah, you shouldn't like knowing when to draw the line is pretty important for me, because like something personal happens, I would probably not. Yeah. I would tend not to joke about it too soon. You know, like I would never, if I'm being honest with you, but like you know, you
drawing lines on social life is what people should do. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So like when they cross this line, you should stop like making racist jokes, not like listening to you. Oh, what else? I can't think of any right now.
I think listening, because one of the worst parts about this, that the guy who I met first, who I was really close friends with, he was actually going through depression at that time, and he got dumped. And I was kind of helping him. Like I used to talk to him, to make sure it was okay. I was worried about him. And then he was actually the one who accused me, which came as like a what? How?
Okay.
How? Because I was there for him when he had problems. He wasn't there for me when I needed him. And that should have probably been a red flag. You know the proverb, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Right?
Yeah, I don't.
I guess to some extent that's true.
That means, but yeah, sure.
Think about it. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So if you're in need and a friend comes in, then he's genuinely a friend, is what it's trying to say. If you have someone who's got your back, then they're a friend. Okay. And he didn't have my back. And if I would have noticed that, I should have probably left way earlier, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, you know, I'm stupid.
You were with him for a while though, so.
Yeah, I was. I actually thought it was just
a lot of people have been in that trap.
I mean, so, okay, here's how I see it. At like the first year and a half of us, like, you know, having fun and just hanging out, it was like perfect. There was nothing wrong. It was only after that it started getting gradually worse. But I genuinely just thought they were all personally like going through something, and they kind of just took it out on me because I was there at the time, and I didn't mind it because I was like, if you genuinely are going through some pain and you need like venting, I
Yeah.
don't mind, but you know, how much can I take at the end? You know, you gotta let me like you gotta let me blow off some steam too.
Yeah, you can't just receive all the steam
Yeah,
and just not letting it out
this ain't no
yourself.
sauna, bro.
You're gonna blow up, bro.
This ain't no sauna.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so
Oh.
I'm glad I left them, you know, personally, because coming
Yeah,
to after that, you know, I've been as happy as I can be. So
That also goes with like relationships, like girlfriend and boyfriend.
oh my
or,
god,
like,
dude,
boyfriend and
that is a
boyfriend.
whole other story. But yeah,
That also it's like same thing but different because like
different. Yeah,
you feel glued to them. and
I
stuff.
think with the
It's like different
friendship,
kind of glue.
which one would you say is harder to leave? This is kind of with the relationship or with the friendship.
Personally, both of them I can deal with both of them now. Fine.
I think with experience,
Well,
yeah,
maybe not like actual relationship. That'll be worse. But
yeah.
I'm going through it right now. It's actually kind of bad looking back.
But it's
to it,
but you know
I
you
mean,
understand, you know.
like
you-
if I'd say I met a shit person, and then I, for example, made friends with them, and then like be in an actual relationship with them, I maybe could deal with them because I know my
Okay.
lines and stuff. This is my priorities.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you really need to know yourself.
Yeah,
You don't
I think
need to love yourself.
yeah, but
okay?
like
That's
knowing
kind of
what
cringe,
you
in my
want,
opinion.
like you know, not being if you're doubtful about it, it's gonna affect you in a bad way. Think about it, because
Yeah,
I
like,
think
if you get shitted on by this person,
yeah,
and then
there's
you're just
one
receiving it, like, but I
extreme.
love her, man.
There's one extreme for this. Like if you're doubtful, but right about yourself,
Mhm,
then you just don't go through with it.
mhm.
Like if you're doubting something, just don't do it.
Well,
I think that's a bit
I mean,
extreme.
it depends though. Like it
I would
depends
consider
on
it a
what
bit
it is. But like
extreme.
if it's like going somewhere, you know, if you doubt stuff could go bad, I mean, you're just going outside. Just
Yeah,
fine.
true.
I mean, unless if there's like big consequences.
Like if there's a serial
But like
killer loose.
going through okay, yeah, you don't want to go outside, but like if there's like a challenge that you want to do, and then you know you're hesitant, I
Yeah.
think you should most times because like that's what's stopping people to like create and stuff because of people's opinions and how it'll do well or not on social media. Like, bro, people should just make stuff. Should
Yeah, I
not
feel you.
care, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah, I gotta let my ears breathe a little. Again,
Why your ears are
because I have to
big?
turn off the AC when I'm filming. Because I don't have
Well,
my
look at this.
microphone correctly configured. Flex, goddamn it!
Just turn on mine to flex.
I don't have my microphone configured in OBS properly because it picks up my AC and it's really annoying. So, but yeah,
I'm cool.
poor me. But yes,
Well, yeah, let's talk about people who hate though, actually.
people who hate. What do you
Talking
mean?
about like social media and stuff. You would see and like anywhere on social media, even
Yeah.
on Discord, you'd see people just randomly hate like, "Oh, you look so ugly," without no
Oh yeah.
reason. What's up with them?
Actually, okay.
Do you know?
Looks. What is the whole like? I don't understand the whole stigma around looks. That doesn't make any sense to me because I personally don't care about
Mhm.
looks at all. Like, what matters to me?
Look for like, yeah,
Nah, dude,
yeah,
you look
it's
cute. I'm not gonna lie. I
the
mean,
cringe inside, but yeah.
but I don't think
No.
personally. Like, I think going a little bit gay now. So let's run that back real quick. But I think personally, like you know, I honestly only care about how you are as like a person, your personality. In any case, friendship, relationship, whatever it is. Because I
Even if you have preferences, like if you find someone who you vibe with more,
Yeah.
you end up with them instead of like prioritize your preferences. But
Yeah, true.
like people do hate people having preferences somehow. You
I
see, like,
don't
oh,
I
you
don't
like
understand that.
this race more, you like this height more, just leave them out. I mean, I
mean,
don't get why
I'm not
people have
gonna
preferences like
say
that,
those
but I
preferences are
don't get why
right or
people hate
wrong.
people have them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
exactly.
gonna. Yeah, because it's just what people like. So like,
You're butting
oh,
into
you don't
something
like
that
cars?
someone else
What are you,
does.
not
Think about
human?
it. Exactly.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like
It's
this is
their own
what they
thing, you
like.
know. You
Why
have
you
to.
gotta?
It's you. I want to separate it from my thing because I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, oh, you're nice. Oh wow, you
yeah,
like
of course.
Mario. I like Sonic. So now I'm gonna have sex with you. That's how that works.
Wait, no, that's probably gonna happen. The opposite would happen. Probably, yeah, because they probably hate you. Probably hate each other. Sega and Nintendo. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Like actual like if you find people, even if they don't look good,
Yeah.
some people might say, if they're just a nice person, like if you're watching right now and you don't feel confident about how you look, you just need to be yourself. Essentially, you don't need to be anyone else. You just need to be human,
Yeah.
understanding, open-minded, and you'll get. And then the people who hate you, you probably don't want to be with them in the
I
first
think
place.
one of the biggest
It's
ways you can
simple
improve
enough,
your own
in my opinion.
confidence is start by being around people who like you for being yourself. Because this kind of sounds stupid,
Gaining
right?
confidence
Yeah,
also, yeah.
yeah, but
Mhm.
think about it. Like, if you really have low self-esteem, like I do, and I'm like, I'm always like, I actually do. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I do. It's really sad that I do, but
Yeah.
it's just me. But if I spend more
Mhm.
time around people who genuinely like me for who I am, and they don't judge or anything for anything, but they just talk to me because oh, he plays video games. I play video games. Let's talk. That kind of stuff.
You're haha.
Then I think
Mhm.
then I think my confidence is gonna go up too. If I don't even need like encouragement at that point. I just want someone to
Mhm.
accept me for who I am and be cool with it. I think if other
'Cause,
people
like,
are
you don't
more
feel like you're
accepting
doing
about it,
anything wrong.
yeah, if other people are more accepting about it, then it's gonna do
Validation is
better.
the word.
Exactly. I mean, I know looking for validation is not right, but at the start, just like when if you're really, really low or really down bad, just, like in most cases, like,
Really dumb, but
it's like most cases, parents kind of help for the most part. But if I understand, like, not
Mhm.
everyone, but just being around people in general who are positive about things helps a lot. It goes a long way. So
if you're not confident with yourself.
yeah, so if you're one of those guys
Yeah.
who is positive about things, props to you, because that people, I appreciate that. People appreciate it more than they say. And it goes a long way.
But it depends on who you are, obviously. Because I mean,
Yeah, obviously.
you could have like a extreme opinion that's like not humane at all.
Yeah,
But
true.
they don't have the confidence to like say that.
Mhm.
Talking to people might correct that and stuff, but yeah,
But how far, you can't really go far. I mean, honestly, the confidence comes from within. The true confidence
Yeah.
was inside us all along. Oh my God.
we are
What?
cringe.
But yeah, even though that statement sounds cringe, it is true. Like at one
Yeah,
point, the
it's true.
validation that you get from others is just gonna be like, oh, everyone says it. So how is it special now?
It is.
But it's only when you feel it that it becomes special.
Mm. It is comforting.
Yeah, comforting. Yeah, comforting. Yeah, it's
But
really
like you don't
comforting.
want that on in your
Yeah,
life.
true.
You don't want to rely your life on that.
Agreed.
It's bad, really bad. Because when you don't have it and you stand on your own, you gotta stand on your own.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times when that happens and should be prepared. Because like you can't rely on people actually.
That was
Hello?
apologies for the intermission. Mom moment happened. Mom wanted to know what was
Yeah,
happening in this.
Mom.
I think
We're
my mom
doing
is
not.
yeah. I it's fine. I just explained it to her that I'm talking to someone. Because I had my camera on and
Yeah,
I
talking
never
to-
have my camera on, so because I don't have a camera. But
Yeah,
yes.
but yeah.
Apologies.
It's first time
Moving
ever, so
ahead.
it's fine.
Well, we were talking about something. You were
I completely forgot. I was just
yeah. Let's
laughing
go
at-
back. Go back
You
to
just being in panic.
confidence, and integrity. All right. So toxic relationships. Okay.
Integrity of yourself.
I think in
Okay, stop. Okay, so not toxic relationships.
yeah, go.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
this is the bar we have to set. We have to cross the bar. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Because okay, I said you have to have lines to avoid toxic relationships.
Yeah.
Because okay, I've heard this one instance where there's a girl who's in a toxic relationship, and they're old, mind you, like 20 plus, and the guy would beat the girl up, and the guy knows her family, and she can't escape and whatnot. But I just like I just don't want anyone to end up like that. So you
Yeah,
gotta start in the beginning when you find these red flags and
Yeah,
your
like
the lines that you
this brings me to
so
really
you
important.
don't
You
get
gotta
into stuff
understand
like that.
which things you should let slide and which things you should not. You can't let everything slide, you know? That's kind of stupid.
Because like obviously just them having like for example, if I had a girlfriend and then she talks to guys just like being friends and whatnot, it
Yeah.
should be fine. But if they're talking, no, that's
Yeah,
I don't want
obviously, I
that.
would be like,
Or if she beats me up with a knife, I don't want that.
no, that's fine. I don't see any issues with that actually. I think you're just being stupid.
You have kinks, bro. I don't. Anyway,
I think when you said the guy thing, for me personally, it's like if I'm a girl and say I'm dating you, right?
yeah. Say less.
But yes, if
Okay,
something like that is
yeah.
happening, right, and I'm talking to some other guys, just if you ask me who I'm talking to, I want, if someone asks, like if I ask the girl who is she's talking to, I want her to be honest with me and tell me, oh, I'm talking to this guy, and who is that guy? Oh, you remember I met him there that day he's from work, and he just joined recently. I think I'm gonna show him around the city. All right, that is cool because you were honest with me at first. Now I don't have any suspicion. But if you lie about it and then I find out, and even it doesn't matter, you don't have to lie. Because personally, I don't think like my partner hanging out with someone of my gender is like a big issue. But if they lie about it, then it is a big issue for me.
Because they're hiding something, and that's just the start of the problems. Because they want to hide more and more until poof, it breaks.
I think relationships don't really go hand in hand with me. Like it's like I'm not built for them. I'm built different,
Well, you learn how to handle them.
I'm not. Of course, I'm not like I'm not like saying, oh, relationships. Oh, see you later, guys.
Oh, nope.
I'm not dipping out on that.
Relationship? Huh? What? Bye bye.
But yeah, I think when it comes to toxicity in like relationships,
before I had at the
yeah, you go first.
I was gonna talk about how the relationships I have before now, I went through them fast because I'll go with them, have an actual relationship, but then they just started doing stuff like this one girl. I had to test right, and I told her I'm busy. I might be able to talk because she likes to ramble a lot, and I told her not to do that, and she ends up doing that. So I was kind of like, nope, okay, I'm stressed. No, things like that. I mean, you don't have to be that extreme.
Yeah.
But like, that's just an example.
I feel you.
But anyways, toxicity in relationships.
Yeah. So like my last relationship, which lasted about a year and a half, was probably the longest so far. Just saying it pains, saying the stinging, the burning,
my heart.
But I think personally, a lot of things happened. But to put it simply, from what what I know so far, it could be false or true because she basically lied throughout near the end. But I was told that I think she just got bored of me and she kind of needed to find a way to cut me out. So towards the last 6 months or so of our relationship, she basically did everything she could to make it seem like she didn't like me anymore. But I didn't believe it at that time. And so since she wasn't being honest with me, I was like, hey, I mean, she's not told me yet, so that just means, and I would ask her about it. I'm like, why do you seem so closed off? Well, what's up? And she would always say, oh, I'm just stressed from this, I'm that, I still like you, don't worry about it. She would have reassured me about it. And if I get reassurance about it, then I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe everything is okay.
Because they told you.
Yeah, they told me.
You.
But
then
one day I just get a text message saying that it's over and that she thinks it's best if we move on. And I did the stupid thing of begging her to stay. That was be a move.
No.
But yeah, at the end of that,
I mean, you at least learn from it.
Yeah, I did. But at the end, it's a learning experience. You come out stronger.
But that is why, just telling the truth is really important. Because like
the same thing with lies,
if
bro.
you don't like them, even though it seems bad, telling them you don't like them, like randomly.
Yeah.
But being honest is way better than just leading
100%
them on and just make them know in the end. This is really bad. Also, just lying just forces you to hide stuff and more stuff. Because you can't just lie about this one thing and expect it to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I kissed this girl. I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend, and then I accidentally had beep. Nah.
It was an accident though. I slipped on a banana peel and my lips just met hers. You know, can't blame me for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just happened.
But yeah,
Just
lying
stupid.
is like wrong. If you're lying in a relationship, you should probably quit. While you should not do that. I think lying in any circumstance, and especially in any and for any reason, even if it's it's not protecting the other person anyway. You know that. That's what I believe. They say, you know,
Yeah,
people say
'cause,
stuff
like-
like, people say stuff like I'm lying, but it's gonna be better because you're gonna feel better if I lie. I don't want to feel better. I want the truth.
Yeah, because like art and stuff like creations are like, what do you think about my art? And it's like, oh, it's cool, it's good, even though like it's bad. Or like, how do I look? What do you think? And then I say, oh, it's so good, even though like I don't like how they look at all.
Yeah.
Would be bad because I mean they wanted my opinion, so
Mm,
here's my opinion, even though it's mean, whatever.
I feel you.
You can be nice with it though. You can be nice, like, oh, I just don't like it personally.
Mm-mm.
Like other people might like it or something.
Mm.
You can be not mean.
Yeah, true.
Because it's your preference and all that.
Yeah.
They ask about it, you tell the truth.
Yeah, you tell them the truth. The truth is what's important here. Like, you know, you gotta always.
Because if you lie and hold the truth in yourself, the bad truth, and you just started to put more weight on yourself.
Yeah.
So you put stresses on yourself and the person that you lied to.
To keep the
'Cause
lie
they
covered, now
think
you have to
that
do
you're telling
use
the
stupid
truth,
shit.
but you're not.
And sometimes it's like
Mhm.
this: the lie doesn't even matter. Like, you you tell the
It's just that you
yeah,
lied.
you lied for no reason basically, and that's when I think it's
If
gonna
you
hurt
did
the
that,
most. I think
if
why
you said
why do you want to take a
you-
chance? You know, just go with the truth. It won't hurt you in any way.
Yeah, like if for example, my girlfriend told me she kissed a guy because she was drunk and whatever, I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, just don't do that again.
Makes
But
sense.
then if she does that again and again and again,
And
that's my
again,
line. It just
then
makes
I would
sense.
like to join in.
Okay,
You
no,
know.
okay.
Next time
I
I'm the
want
one
to have
kissing the guy.
AIDS.
Next time I'm the one kissing the guy, right? Not you.
Listen, you're gay.
Did I like making like jokes about me like being gay and shit? I don't know why it's funny.
We don't have anything against gay people.
No, it's just
They're
no.
cool.
I'm not saying like gay people in I'm not homophobic or anything. I just think me being gay is funny to me. I don't know. I just like saying that I'm gay. People sometimes people believe it. Sometimes you're not gay. No way. No way.
Like, no, we're not.
Am I? Hypothetically.
Unless.
Hypothetically, yes. But for the
In
most
another
part,
world, I may be.
yeah, and definitely. But yeah, truth is better than lie. Always, you know. No lying is bad.
Mhm.
What have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
Toxic. I wouldn't say toxic, but like I think my second girlfriend, she lied to me in the end about this is like same as yours, but she just made excuses about her mom finding out that we were dating and stuff.
Dude,
And this just kind of hit
I'm
me
not
hard.
kidding. I'm not joking when I say this is the exact same thing I was told too. With the one that were 1.5 years,
Yeah.
she told me the same thing. She said her parents found out,
Her mom
and then
found out.
and then recently, only like last month actually, I found out that she's seeing someone else. So if her mom found out and their mom basically told her that you're not gonna see anyone else, how is she seeing someone else? Hold on a second. Put a pin on that for a second. You
She
know, that
also
don't make
found
sense.
someone else, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I blocked her, but no, I didn't. I just like
I blocked
unfollowed
her.
But
I
then
blocked her
like a
everywhere.
day later, I found her profile picture with a guy. Bro, come
Bro.
on. Well, I mean that made me move on way easier because like.
Oh, she tail.
But about toxic relationship shit though.
Yeah.
Have you had anything like that?
Honestly, this is what I would call the last like few months of my last relationship toxic. You know, with the 1.5 years.
Oh,
yeah.
toxic as in
Yeah, they
Or, like,
lied about it, and we used to fight a lot.
Manipulate
And yeah,
you?
they did. They it's a
Oh,
big
fight.
word, but they did. Yes, they did manipulate me.
Big word, big brain.
I didn't know you could speak,
Manipulation.
Mirza. You were educated. Wow. But yes, but yeah, big word,
Asian,
but
you see.
true. I mean, I don't mean like a big word like letters, but like the word itself, manipulated. You know, it's kind of a big thing if you say they manipulated you. Yeah, manipulation is like a psychological thing at that point. You know. But yeah, they definitely
Yeah,
did, and I think when I found out, after I found out, I kind of didn't want to accept it at first because though, like before the 6 months, everything was
'cause-
perfect, you know. Like I didn't see anything like that. And I'm pretty smart when it comes to this kind of stuff. That's my parents tell me that, you know. Like my sister is kind of naive when it comes to like toxicity and friendships and stuff.
Mhm.
Like if she has a toxic friend, she probably won't realize it, but I would. That's what my parents tell me, and that is for the most part true.
Oh.
But and I would cut them out before, but you know, I was surprised when this happened. Stuck through with
Yeah,
it, and then but you know what's important is I got out of it, right? You know, it took a bit, but
yeah,
I
you
did.
got
That's
out of it eventually.
and you know what
But,
could have
like,
been
the
worse
fact
was
that
if I
you
didn't
was with
get
her,
out of it, and you know, and we were together, it would have been
it'll
worse.
make it
Yeah.
worse.
So the quicker the better,
'Cause
basically.
it'll be more hard to move on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's
And
still
some
hard.
people
It's still
don't
definitely hard for me to
know
move on, but
that-
it's not as hard as it could have been. You know.
Yeah. Because, like, some people think it's their fault for being the boring one and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at?
I
thought your
thought
mom came in.
I heard it. I heard my door open. I was like, did it open? No, it didn't. Okay, good.
Like, yeah, it's still a lot of people complaining because, like, a lot of the relationship problems are mostly about saying, "Oh, my girlfriend did this, but I still love her, man.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
just like let her go."
Yep.
But like, let
That
her
is
go, man.
relatable.
Really, there's other fish in the pond. There's more elephants in Africa. There's more cars around the world. There's water on the earth. There's other planets in the universe. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of gay people in this world,
Something like
right?
that.
You'll find someone to
It's like,
kiss.
oh. But even though it seems like impossible to find another one that you might, dude, just never.
It's not. It's never
Nothing is
impossible. Yeah.
But even that, you should not even put yourself like
You know, it's
center
kind
around
of
yourself in a
hypocritical that I'm
personality.
agreeing with
You can't
everything you're
live without
saying.
someone.
Because after I got dumped, I was
Yeah.
everything you said. I just went against it. I was like, "Oh, I'm never finding anyone." So, oh well, guess who's dying alone? Me. Yep, my grave is gonna be unmarked because no one knows me. Yep, I'm gonna die alone, dying alone, I guess. And that was me for like the first
bro,
like
like-
7 months or so of after that happened.
Oh my god! But like, bro, listen.
7 months. Hold on.
What if
Wait,
you
7
died
weeks. My bad.
died alone? If you just did whatever 7 months.
That was not too long ago. So 7
like,
months doesn't make sense.
What if you died? What if you died alone, right? But you actually did the stuff you like to do. You probably would not hate life.
Oh my
'cause you
god! Actually,
did the
now that
stuff
you bring
do.
this
It
up,
doesn't
there's
matter.
this
You-
thing
you
for
just-
so everyone listening. If you guys own a Netflix subscription, there's this show you should watch called Afterlife. Right? The premise is basically kind of what you said.
my favorite show.
This guy, have you seen it?
I don't have Netflix.
Okay, we should probably watch that sometime. But so basically, the premise is that this guy,
Cool.
his wife, who he was very, very close to, passes away due to cancer. And his wife was the only thing he cared about. So after she passes away, he doesn't care about anything.
Ah.
So he kind of thinks of it as a superpower that he doesn't give a shit. So he goes around not giving a shit and affects everyone else around him. That's the whole plot. And it's honestly insane because, you know, I understand like losing someone close to you does affect you. Like even not
It
just
is
like
sad.
when they pass away, but like even in relationships, if you know it doesn't work out, it doesn't always work out. But you know, if you don't give a shit, you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be easier for you. You have to know the mindset to be in to move on. You know, because like you said, there's plenty of other people. You know, and if you're truly going
Even
through
just
grief,
more meaning to life.
yeah, there's more meaning to life than just that. But if you're truly going through grief, there's talk to someone about it. You may think there's no one,
Mhm.
but I assure you, there is someone out there who's willing to listen to you, who's willing to help out. There is someone. You just gotta find him.
Even if there's no one at all,
Doesn't matter,
you
yeah,
can find something to do.
yeah. Like become
Life
gay.
is an open world sandbox. That's potential. It's like
Minecraft, the
Minecraft
life.
for real life, you know. They made Minecraft in real life.
I'm
You
mining.
know that you can
do- do-
make
do-
house.
do.
You can do a lot of stuff.
But yes, it is. That's actually a really good way to put it. It is a sandbox. You're right. It is most definitely a sandbox if you think about it. You know, make
Do
the castles you
anything
want.
you
You know,
want.
live your dreams. Right? Nothing is gonna stop you. All right. If you think you can jump off the roof and
Okay,
fly,
maybe
do
you-
it right now. Go to the roof right now. Everyone listening, go up to the top of your house and then jump off. If you believe you can fly, you will fly.
No. If you're from Dubai, you
Do
could
it.
do that. Yeah.
Go to the top of the
people
Burj
do that in
Khalifa and
Dubai,
do it. That was
actually.
actually there's a Key and Peele skit about this. Some basketball guy. He would say, "Kids, if you believe you can fly, go up to the Empire State Building and jump off. If you believe you'll grow wings."
Okay. Okay. That is,
Yeah, it was a different.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Moving on.
Obviously, but yes. Pretty
It
much,
was
yeah.
a joke. Oh, yes.
Toxic relationships, man. They're hard. They're hard to get out of, but you have to get out of them. Like, if you gotta. I mean, think about this. You have to tell yourself that if I don't get out of it now, it's gonna be worse for me later. You know, in a way.
Like, even that, just people in general should not be what you center yourself
Definitely.
on.
Yeah.
Cause like, dude, you can draw. If you have no one to talk to, you can draw.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's the thing. Express your
Only
grief.
excuse is you being lazy.
Yeah, express your grief through
something.
other means. You know, art. Just make videos, make movies, play games, do whatever. You know, make your own games. I don't
Even
know.
chores.
Sports also sometimes helps.
Even
You know.
going outside.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
don't
Swimming.
even have to be creative. You just gotta
Just
do
any
something
activity
get
to
off
yeah,
of it.
and it works. It does work. You just have to do it properly. That's the thing.
Or like even just finding good people that will vibe with you. You just
Yeah, I
gotta
agree.
do what you like to do, and then
Mm-hmm.
the same people who have the same interest will, hang with you.
Yeah.
You make friends like that. So if you feel lost, no friends, just do what you like. What do you like? You like hentai? Twitter hentai. There's a thing.
Agreed.
There's
Twitter
a
does have
community
hentai.
for people who like hentai. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're a degenerate,
If you're
if
an
you say that
incel,
to
you know,
yourself,
there's something
that
for
you're degenerate
yourself.
who likes hentai, there's a community because
Definitely.
the world have a lot of people.
And what
type
is
of
it? What did
people
they say? The world
you
is
should
your
not worry
world is
about.
your world is your canvas. You are the paintbrush, and your blood is the paint.
Whatever.
Some cringy
Something
quote.
like that.
This is a Tumblr. My Tumblr feed be like,
Yeah. I actually. Hello, this is Tumblr actually podcast.
Tumblr podcast.
Mm.
So what you
Huh.
said? You got any? You wanna conclude? You got anything to say?
Conclusion. I mean, I've
Any
talked
conclusion
about
notes?
this.
Any
But
conclusion
just
notes?
know your lines with people.
Yeah.
And kind of, I don't know, really, just don't. How do I say this? It's so hard because like some people are actually having a hard time with this stuff. Obviously,
This is a bit of a deep topic.
obviously, I still
you know?
have more to learn. I don't know
Yeah,
everything.
I'm not.
Yeah, and
by the way, we're
I'm
not
honestly not
certified like
prepared to
in this field
talk
at
to
all.
this, to be honest.
Yeah, we're just we're talking
don't
about
have a
our
PhD.
experiences. That's it. Yeah, I haven't done a Pizza Hut delivery either, but you know we get there.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, we get the Pizza Huts. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you
Just
everybody.
know-
You know,
Going through. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna send it off. It was fun talking about this.
definitely this was a bit of a
See
deep
you in the
topic,
next
but
episode.
in the next episode we have a little bit of a
Mhm.
surprise. All right, stay tuned for that one. And thank you everybody for watching.
Subscribe.
Before I go, I forgot to do this in the first episode. Actually, my fault, but.
Or
The
what?
beautiful intro that plays before the episode starts is made by a great friend of mine, Robert Valdna. His Instagram will be in the description down below. Make sure to check him out, show him some support. His new EP is gonna come out in July, so yeah,
Did you
great
put
guy.
him in the first episode?
I didn't forgot,
the-
but yeah, I'm gonna put him now.
No, Instagram. Description.
No, I'll
Yeah,
edit it
sure,
later.
do
But yes, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.